in case you were busy getting your draft or your schedule party ready for this Thursday, there is a boxing match tonight. Big one, too. Pacquiao Bradley. And let's go out to the Progressive Celebrity Insurance Hotline and talk to two boxing analysts, James Toney and Rodney Hunt. Good afternoon, guys. How you guys doing today?
All right.
Big Lincoln, what's up, champ?
What's up, James? How you doing, bro?
How you doing, baby boy?
I can't call it, man. I'm pleased to be joined, man.
How about in the studio?
Man, awesome. That's awesome.
No,
That's right.
hanging out with the fellas. You never know who hangs out with the fellas.
I'm hanging out with y'all today. I'm having fun. You know, I'm delighted to be here. I'm happy to be here.
We got the champ. We got the champ with us, man. You kidding me? It's the best. So what do you think? What do you think about tonight, brother?
I think it's going to be a great fight. You know, it's a good fight. Everybody should be watching. You know, Tim Bradley's an exciting fighter. You know, he did a good job the first time. You know, I did think he lost the fight, but, you know, it is what it is.
Don't think he did lose. Huh?
Pacquiao's going to come back. He's going to redeem himself tonight, and it's going to be a thriller.
And 9. I think we both in consensus, right?
9, between round 9 and 10.
Pacquiao, knockout.
Knockout 9.
Right.
Or TKO.
But
it's going to be done by Pacquiao.
But don't get me wrong. Bradley's an exceptional fighter. You know, he's very good skills. So he's not fighting no bum, no pushover. So, and it proved the first time. And like I said, first time he got the decision. But this time, Pacquiao's going to leave it in his hands.
A lot of times, a lot of people got pissed off at Bradley as if he was the man making the decisions, judging the fight. So we can't be mad at Bradley. Bradley went in there, he did this thing as a fighter. But we know this time, I talked to Pacquiao, and he said it's personal. And he's not going to leave it in the ring this time for the judges to make the call. It's going to be all on him.
But Rodney, when you look at this, last fight between the two. A lot of people said boxing is so corrupt and so bad that now you're trying to build up the hype for a possible rematch. Your thoughts?
No, I mean, boxing is not corrupt. It's the judges, it's all speculative of what you look at. Do you look at aggression? Do you look at power punches? Do you look at the volume of punches? There's so many different things, and we're all human. We all judge fights in different ways and points of views.
They'll get it right tonight. They'll get it right because it won't be in their hands, and it'll be in Pacquiao's hands.
Yes, sir.
So, fellas, and then we're talking to James Toney, former champ Rodney Hunt.
Hold on. Lights out. Lights out the world. IBU heavyweight champion of the world, pimp.
Yes, sir.
Let me know, Lincoln. Come on, Lincoln.
You got it, dog. You know you got it, champ.
You know, how empty is it? Or is it empty at all, the fact that you had no Pacquiao Mayweather?
Well, you know what? I still think the fight is going to happen after this. Somewhere down the line. It'll still be just as exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. One way or another, it's going to happen. It's going to have to happen because people are going to keep on demanding it. You know, so I don't know when, but I think it will happen.
Sometimes me and James agree on a lot, but this is the one thing we ain't agreeing on. I don't think it's going to happen.
Goodness, this guy right here.
One thing we always agree on, we work out twice a day. We always in shape. But I'm going to tell you, I don't think that fight's going to happen unless some big management change, promotional change happen.
Trust me, it's going to happen.
But is there if the fact that it hasn't happened yet?
It's hurting.
The fact that it did hurt the sport. You think about everyone was hyped up and waiting for that fight to happen,
and then boom,
right? And people, you would have imagine those pay-per-view numbers, right? Ooh, people are in, and you know what that's like. The hype machine, everything is there, and it doesn't happen, and people get pissed off that it doesn't happen.
Yes, sir. But you know what? I look at it like this. I mean, boxing ain't like it used to be, like in the 80s and 90s when Hearns and Hatter fought, and, you know, man, Tyson Holyfield. You know, man, we need to bring the boxing back to those old days. And that's the main reason why we're losing our fans to MMA, because we ain't putting on fights that should be getting put on. And this fight has got to happen. It restored the roar.
You know, we're talking with Rodney Hunt, boxing TV analyst, insider, as well as the champ, James Toney. Coach, champ, I got to ask you. Now, there's been the quest for 100 fights.
Yes, sir.
There's been a lot of rumors circulating around you about Rampage. Where are we with that? And are you going to be able to get those 100 fights in?
Well, I'm definitely going to get them 100 fights in. And as far as Rampage, excuse me.
There we go.
All he got to do is step up and sign the contract, quit talking about it, be about it.
Look, guys, I talked to both of these guys are my friends.
That's his friend.
Yeah, they both my boys.
So,
They both my boys.
I was his boy, but Rampage,
Look, Rampage is my boy. James my boy. The fact of the matter is, we're gonna. You know what? We ain't gonna have no fight in the studio today. Cause see, I kick. James punch, I kick. But the point of it is, look,
knocked out.
We
He's asleep.
So
I love it.
We got this fight that we want to make happen. It's going to be a boxing match if that happens. After Rampage does this thing with King Mo, James is going to have some fights in between. That could be a mega event.
It's going to be Rampage. It's going to be a mega event because Rampage he's a good fighter. He sells fights pretty good, and everybody know I'm the best promoter out there. Period. So it's time for us to make this happen. I hope it happens, but if it doesn't, I'm gonna still go ahead and terrorize the heavyweight division.
I like it. I like it. We're talking to
and I'm 45 years old. I'm still fighting good as ever. I'm still terrorizing everybody in the division because they're scared to fight James Toney. Everybody got an excuse. But, it is what it is.
Hey, Champ.
Yes, sir.
We're talking to Champ, James Toney. Champ, how did the Rampage thing come about?
You know what? It came over some he said, she said stuff, and all of a sudden, like I said, I didn't know what they was talking about. And then also Rampage said he want to fight me. He want to shut my mouth, want to keep my butt, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? They talking about me?
It was on my Instagram, man. It was a Throwback Thursday picture.
Okay, whatever.
And Rampage said he saw this throwback picture I put up of James and I, and Rampage said, what? I want to knock him the bleep out.
Wow.
Yeah, so I called, and I talked to both of them. Like I said, James and I work out every day. Rampage and I used to fight for this other company back in the day. And it came down to the point.
It was called Passion.
For passion for the punches, partner. But anyway, the point of it is that's where it came down from. And it's like, you know what? Instead of beefing, let's make some money. You guys are both great fighters. Let's make some money. And
I have no problem with that.
People want to see it.
I have no problem knocking out Rampage, sending about the MMA knocked out and bleeding and cut up and swole up and looking as ugly as ever.
Hey, Champ, what's your thoughts just on MMA? I mean, it seems to be the future, but you go down as one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time. Definitely a joy to watch.
But look, on top of that, look at my knockout record.
Very true. I beat a
lot of people's ass, butts, and I love MMA. MMA is good. MMA is a good sport, but other people who can't fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody want to hug and grab and get on the ground. Nobody want to see that. They want to see punches, blows, blood, guts, all that.
And Rodney, the same question to you because you've done both. What are your thoughts?
Hold on. I ain't never seen Rodney box. Now, Rodney can kick and all that. He can do all that good.
Look, James got to realize, man, I started boxing in Oakland at King's Gym like my boy Andre Ward. But look, the fact of the matter is, look, I think all of them are art, martial arts. Bottom line, boxing and MMA is the same.
I give it to him.
I will say this. I don't like it when people grow on the ground and grapple. That's what got my arm broke. That's why I stopped fighting, period. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather see people stand up, kick, punch, whatever it's going to be, but just show the art. And if you like fighting, you like fighting, but you don't want to see people on the ground wrestling.
No, not at all. Not at all. For real.
Champ, let me ask you. Let's stick with boxing for a second.
Yes, sir.
And what could bring it back in your eyes? Because I got to tell you, I'm still I've been slow to the MMA. I'm a boxing guy, man.
Yes,
I love boxing. Cover boxing in New York.
As you should.
What can bring it back?
You know what? Get these, like you said, Pacquiao Mayweather, Tony Klitschko, Tony David Hay. All the big fights everybody want to see should be happening. I mean, put the best against the best. Go back to the 80s and 90s style where everybody was a top contender for a top contender, even the non-title fights. People saw it. People saw great fights.
You think guys got to be busier too? We got to see him more.
Exactly.
We got to see him 2-3 times a year, not once every 2 years.
That's the most important thing. Yes, if I had my way, I'll fight every month.
Frequency brings relevancy in boxing, man.
Yeah, hey, Rod, that's a great point. That's a great point, Rod.
When I was coming up, I fought twice a month sometimes. But, hey, things change.
And you know what? Boxing is really back on the rise. I mean, look, boxing back in the day, when James was talking about in the 80s and 90s,
those were high years.
It didn't really have a rival like MMA and companies like it does right now. It didn't have that same rivalry as it had. MMA did come in and take some of the steam, but boxing is back on the rise.
But
the
the
highest
reason-
paid
but-
athlete in the world is a boxer.
But
Yeah.
the reason why the MMA is on the team because boxing has fell off because we're not putting together the great correct fights.
And also, they didn't go after the right demographic. They stuck with the one demographic where MMA went in, and they went to
Everything.
everybody. They went from
Everything.
internet, the youth. They went international with it.
Yeah, no, it's good. No,
a good
and that's
point.
true. The world unification has to be there too, man. We got to go like for boxing purposes.
One champion.
Yes.
One champion, like I said, like in the 50s and 60s, we had one world champion. Right now, the only heavyweight champion in the world right now is James Toney. Everybody else is just followers.
But look, we got
You know what? Let me tell you something.
Yeah, what's up?
Baddest man in the world is always the heavyweight champion of the world.
That's me.
That's it.
Well, let's talk about the new heavyweight fight that's coming up on May 10th. And then, okay, but the bottom line
Yeah, we won't
is
go to
heavyweight
break.
is big.
No, we won't go to break. We won't forget the break.
I
love this.
Champs in studio. You
We
better
go,
listen to him.
we go fight some sponsors around here.
I'm happy because I'm happy I'm on the phone with AG and my man Lincoln Kennedy.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
That's right.
talking about. All right, just sit tight for 1 second. We're going to get our update, and we'll come back more with the champ, baddest man on the planet, James Toney, and Rodney Hunt, terrific boxing insider, analyst, MMA, does it all. We'll have more of that with the fellas, Lincoln Kennedy, Anthony Gargano, right here on Fox. All right, welcome back to the fellas right here on Fox. Coming to you live from the
Didn't mean to
Geico
hurt
Fox
you.
Sports Radio Studios
Oh.
in Los Angeles. Easy to save 50% or more car insurance with Geico.
Yes.
Go to geico.com, call 800-947-AUTO. The only hard part, figuring out which way is easier. And now our Progressive Insurance celebrities in the studio, in the house.
What?
In the easy for
That's
What?
it, James Toney.
Anthony Gargano and McKinley.
How about it?
That's awesome, man.
Kennedy.
There you go.
McKinley.
You got it.
What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? What's up,
Woo!
James Toney, Rodney Hunt are our celebrity guests. They are fellas, as they hang with the fellas.
I'm with
So-
y'all, man.
You know that. You know how we roll here.
I roll big time here, baby. You roll big time.
Champ, let me ask you about coming up May 10th at the Galen Center.
Oh, yeah.
Heavyweight champions
Oh, yeah.
of the world right
Yeah.
now.
One of them.
Going to be interesting.
Exciting. I'm
Ariola Stavern. What's your take on that?
I'm very excited about the fight. You know, it's the fight for the vacant WBC title, and I think it's a great fight between two young fighters. Everybody should go out to that fight at the Galen Center. It's a brand new facility at USC, and I think once again, it's like we were talking about earlier. This is a great warm up to bring boxing back to the forefront. You get two young fighters fighting for the vacant WBC heavyweight championship of the world. It's gonna be a great fight. I don't think it'll last long because they both are bangers, like it should be. And I think Ariola should win
Yeah, I agree with that.
by knockout.
I'm gonna go with Ariola winning the first fight. It went 12 rounds. Ariola got his nose broken in the third round. Still went 12. Looked better than Stavern did. Now look, everybody knows, and Ariola's a friend of mine as well. But look, friendships aside,
Here we go.
that doesn't have anything to do with who should win and lose, right? The fact of the matter is, Ariola trained for 8 days for the last fight. Ariola is in camp right now, training like a beast. He knows he has the possibility of being the first Mexican heavyweight world champion. That's big.
Yeah.
And to do it in Los Angeles
Oh, yeah.
at the Galen Center at USC, and it's 100 million eyeballs that can watch the fight now.
Ooh-wee.
This is big. It doesn't get
Huge.
much bigger, as you said it earlier. The heavyweight world championship used to carry the sport. You
Right
always
about
had
that.
your other guys.
You're so right, Rod. You're right. So right about that, man. I mean, there were great, middleweight divisions,
Yeah.
welterweight. We always, incredible fights. But man, there was nothing when the heavyweights are banging. James, you know the deal. Heavyweights going at it.
U.S.
Hey.
heavyweights at that,
Hey,
really.
Hey, why do you think I moved up from middleweight to the
Yeah.
heavyweight division? 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to get into the mix of things.
Hey, Rodney, I want to ask you about the upcoming Mayweather fight. Your thoughts on because everything revolves around, it seems like in the boxing world for the most part, is revolving around what Mayweather does. And we talked about Mayweather-Pacquiao happening or not happening, but just the upcoming fight for Mayweather.
Look, anytime he's gonna fight Maidana.
Oh.
Anytime Mayweather fights, it's gonna be a clinic.
Eyeballs.
You know, not just eyeballs, but it's a clinic. Because Mayweather,
Boxing
that
clinic.
boy can bang. Nobody can take that away from Mayweather. He's done a lot for the sport of boxing. People don't realize what type of G they see in the ring when you see Mayweather fight. You know what I mean? That is a true boxer. He's got defense. He's got offense. He's just got every package that you want in a boxer. People are taking for granted of him being a great boxer. Mayweather is easily going to go down in history as one of the best as well.
Yeah, you know what? What's funny about him is that he reminds me, he's better and he's more dangerous, but he's the same technician as Sweet Pea, Pernell Whitaker.
Oh man, that's an understatement because Pernell wasn't a banger. He was mostly a dancer. He wanted to get in, get out. They wanted to get hit. And Mayweather, he sit there in the pocket and bang with you and want him to get hit. So,
But he almost has the same. He's got the same movement that Whitaker, because Whitaker was an incredible
yeah,
technician.
exactly.
You know, I mean, he was an
Yeah,
incredible
yeah.
technician. And Floyd has that part of it, and he's got the other part of it.
You know, when a fighter can make the quick adjustment in the ring on the fly, look, you can look at tapes, you can spar, you can watch your opponent in their prior fights, but they've done the same thing against you too, obviously. So now, once you get into the ring, once that bell sounds, you got to change. And you know what? You've seen him. Look at Mayweather when he fought Mosley. Mosley rocked him in that one round. He rocked him. And then you saw, they say, well, wait a minute. Mosley got off the gas. No, it didn't. It's not that he got off the gas. Mayweather said, let me change the game. And so you know what? You got to be able to make the change in the game. And I only see two fighters that are great right now, other than the heavyweights that we've been talking about all day. Is in Andre Ward. Also, the same thing with Mayweather. Those guys.
Yeah, I love Andre Ward.
Those guys are clinic guys in the ring. They own the clinic. They are the doctors of the clinic.
You know, but the question arises if you're Mayweather, and you talked about on that as far as money making list. You know, he's the top of the game.
Exactly.
Do you really have the necessity to have anybody challenge you? It's not like the old days, champ. You know that. You know, you're going to, in a sense, that a real challenger, not just these guys that he's going to dominate in the ring. I mean, let's face it. Does Mayweather have to challenge anybody?
Yeah.
His legacy is already cemented.
All you gotta do is if anybody will really challenge him, he has to meet Andre Ward at 160, and we'll see. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely sign up for that one.
But I'm telling you right now, if the fight do happen, I still pick Mayweather. Because number one, Mayweather we from the same hometown. And we do our thing together.
Well, if that's the case, me in Oakland, Andre Ward, Oakland in the house.
But everybody know that all of the supreme boxing ability always come from the Detroit area. Everybody know that.
Uh-oh.
Period.
About to get it up in the
Look,
studio.
Bay don't mean nothing. The
The
Bay ain't nothing.
area.
You guys, let me just throw something out here.
Those are
Because I'm from the land of B-Hop.
Here it goes.
Oh,
here it is. Philly.
All right, I'm from the land of B-Hop, Andy Garcia. All right. I go back to Matthew Sal Muhammad.
Oh, I love Matthew Thelma. That's my man.
All right. Dwight Braxton.
Oh, yeah. The Cannon Buzzsaw.
Joe Frazier.
Oh, yeah. The smoke.
You know what I mean?
But you know what?
That's my neighborhood.
Oh, but you want to know your neighborhood? Look
That's
at my
South
neighborhood.
Philly.
Look at my neighborhood. Joe Lewis. Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest of all time, period. Thomas the Hitman Hearns, James, Lights Out, Toney, Floyd Mayweather, and we can continue to go. Stanley Kitchell. Huh?
It's a beautiful
Hey,
thing.
boxing's universal. Ain't that great about boxing?
Boxing is not universal.
Boxing's
It's
universal.
still Detroit, baby.
Did he just say?
Detroit.
Did you just talk
Detroit,
about
baby.
B-Hop and he's about to
And
fight
B-Hop.
Boot from
B-Hop.
Kazakhstan?
Come on, man.
Oh, come on. It's universal.
You can't include B-Hop in that situation because he don't know but he running with his head down, hitting the hole.
Man,
They're
you know
not
what?
fighting.
That's a couple of fights that I
They're
would
not
love to have
fighting.
seen.
They're
James
not
and B-Hop, I
fighting.
would have loved to have seen.
And B-Hop,
I'd love to have seen
he
James and
won't
Tarver.
be-
I would love to see that.
They would never happen because they ain't got no, you know what, no whiskers.
Maybe James and Tarver we can make happen.
They're scared.
That's great.
Tarver's still
I like
scared. He's still running from me. He still got a scared on him.
I'm going to call him up, all right?
Please.
Are we calling right now?
Call
Please
him.
go.
Put him on three-way. Let me make this happen.
Hey, I got to tell you, it's been an absolute
The truth.
blast hanging with you guys, man. Really. So happy hanging with the fellas.
Yeah.
James, tell us, champ, what do you got going on, man?
Well, like I said, we got this 100 fight thing going on, and we just trying to fight anybody. We want to fight the best out there. I don't want no bums. I want the top contenders. or so-called top contender, or the winner of the Ariel Severn fight.
End of June, James
And
will be fighting.
And I want to thank y'all, Lincoln Kennedy, great Raider. I wish you were a Lion because I'm a Detroit
Raiders.
It's all good. It's all good, champ. I appreciate it.
And, Anthony, I appreciate it. Hey, have me back anytime.
Hey,
What a
guys,
what
I
a
got to ask y'all
pleasure,
one
man.
quick question. Y'all asked us. Okay, let me
Yeah,
ask you.
Ra.
All right. We said, James and I both agree, Ariola's going to win this next heavyweight world championship in Los Angeles. First Mexican heavyweight. Who you guys think is going to win?
I agree with you. I say it. I
Yeah.
completely agree with
Hey,
you.
that's smart. We ain't got to go knock nobody out today. Homie.
I completely agree with you. Hey, man, South Philly, ready anytime, baby.
South Philly. Oh, my goodness. We get out of here with that. Get out, man. You know what? I'll see you in the parking lot. South Philly.
You got it, baby. I got my man B Hot with me.
Definitely meet me there. Definitely. Hey, I want his.
On
Black to go.
You better watch out for Beirut, man. I've been to Kazakhstan, Beirut. Don't play.
I got to tell you, guys, you're the best, man. Appreciate you hanging with the fellas, all
Hey,
right?
man, I appreciate
Fellas,
it.
y'all be up.
Be well,
Be up.
guys.
Too,
Appreciate
man.
it.
God bless y'all.
Champ,
That's awesome.
James, Toney, Rodney Hunt.
Wow.
Terrific. A lot of
That was
fun.
a treat.